Crypto social is hitting a ceiling. We're standing at a watershed moment for the entire crypto world. On-chain assets are expanding, markets are maturing, participation is exploding. Yet the ocean of information we scroll through every day is packed with cluttered, fragmented noise and trading signals that have been passed hand to hand so many times. They've lost their edge, and sometimes even their meaning. And so a new dilemma appears. The more people talk, the more noise we generate. In traditional crypto social networks, the ability to organize usable information is declining. There's plenty of emotion, but few conclusions. Discussion disconnects from action. Traffic separates from capital. Communities are sliding into a dark spiral. Everyone sees everything, yet no one can get anything done. Synbo Club exists to end that spiral. Synbo Club is not a social app in the traditional sense, not a content community, and definitely not a forum. It's an on-chain social world that organically fuses communication, consensus, capital, and action into one system. Here, every discussion can crystallize into verifiable consensus. Every consensus can drive the movement of capital. Every movement of capital can land as real, coordinated community execution. Synbo Club Ray Architects X. Opinions are no longer emotion-driven, fragmented posts, but verifiable executable information. Consensus. It Ray Architects Medium. Not just ideas broadcast outward, but ideas and content that become the basis for action. It Ray Architects Reddit. The community is no longer a spinning comment section, but discussion becomes voting, and voting becomes capital flow. Synbo Club turns conversation into truly usable information. The essence of Synbo Club is simple. It is the core gateway of the Synbo ecosystem, built for builders, teams, DAOs, community organizers, and asset holders. Here, members are no longer spectators. They are action nodes in the system. You can launch fundraising, launch collaboration, launch resource coordination, launch asset circulation. Every person can turn a viewpoint into a project and push it to happen. On-chain, Synbo Club has no identity gate, but it naturally filters for people who actually want to build. If you're a Web3 project team, a KOL, a DAO governor, a community organizer, an ENFT or crypto asset holder, an early ecosystem builder, then as long as you want to move from expression to action, from discussion to execution, Synbo Club is where you belong. So what happens after you enter Synbo Club? First, fundraising no longer belongs to institutions, it belongs to the community. You can start a fundraising round directly, submit materials, set targets, and open CCO community consensus offering. Consensus forms and capital flows in automatically. The entire process is executed by on-chain smart contracts. Open, transparent, and automated. Institutions no longer monopolize the entrance. Communities take back the initiative. Second, for the first time, communities gain capitalized action power. Voting, co-building, collaborative tasks, micro-raises, airdrop incentives, beta recruitment, Ireland events. This is not a community in the ordinary sense. It's a social network born with capital and execution power. Third, sleeping assets are reawakened. Long-tail tokens, ENFTs, points, testnet rewards in project assets can connect directly into on-chain lending modules. .no approvals. .no credit. .no centralized judgment. Assets stop sleeping and re-enter the liquidity cycle. Fourth, members truly participate in capital decisions for the first time. You don't just use funds, you jointly decide where funds go. Voting, risk reviews, fundraising approvals, pool governance, risk tier evaluation. This is the first time the primary market opens real voice and power to the community, and here, ecosystem priority belongs to early members. As an early Synbo Club resident, you will receive priority project review, priority ecosystem collaboration matching, early access to new feature betas, ecosystem incentives and airdrops, governance contribution rewards, and future rights ENFTs and a membership tier system. This is not just an early perk, it's a ticket to participate in the next crypto order. As time moves into 2026, crypto will no longer belong only to content makers, and it will no longer belong only to capital. It will belong to a new kind of infrastructure social network, one that can form consensus, mobilize capital, and drive action. Synbo Club is not joining a community. It is entering the infrastructure of the next crypto era. In 2026, Synbo Club launches with impact. From this moment on, social doesn't just speak, it settles. The next on-chain crypto order starts here.